What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Nitro Gaming and Team of the Season hype. We've got a very big week of Team of the Season on the way because La Liga Team of the Season is coming on Friday. That's probably the biggest week of Team of the Season other than Ultimate Tots. But we have to wait another 2 weeks after La Liga starts just to get to Ultimate Team of the Season. And even though Team of the Season overall has been dead, hopefully La Liga can bring us something that gets us a little bit hyped, because even though EA Sports are trying things like adding requirements that say exactly 85 rated players in the squad, they actually did change it to 85 and higher, you're still getting cards that aren't getting off of the ground. These cards are still at the very bottom of their price range, and most of the time they just don't sell. But we'll open up this Serie A guaranteed pack, maybe get a Pulisic, maybe get a Lukaku, maybe hopefully get a Retegui, or however the hell you pronounce his name. I don't actually know. Let me know how to pronounce his name down in the comments. But as we open up this Tots Serie A guaranteed pack, don't forget to drop a like on the video right now. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. And here we go. It's going to be purple. That's just not what we're looking for. In fact, I think it is blasphemous that they've even included the purple ones in these guaranteed packs. I didn't know the purples were included in these. I thought you only got the bangers. Now, that's a 93 rated purple, one of the higher rated purples, albeit. But honestly, that card looks pretty good. I'm not going to lie to you. Those 3 playstyle pluses might be my 3 favorite for an attacking midfielder. He's got 4 stats, 91 and above. Pretty good physicality. I'm actually not that disappointed with it, but unsurprisingly, only goes for 17,000 coins. Oh man, EA, we gotta fix this stuff. Do you guys need coins in FC25 Ultimate Team? Well, U7Buy has you covered. It's cheap, it's fast, and it's safe with 24/7 online customer support. Even big creators use it, and it has over 40,000 positive reviews. Make sure to use my link down in the description and use code NITRO for an extra 8% at checkout. And on top of all of that, you'll get a 19% newcomers coins bonus. I now have over 700 packs saved on the account. We'll rip this 100 players pack, but the question is, do we want to open these packs during La Liga Team of the Season or wait until Ultimate Team of the Season? Let's go ahead and kind of weigh our options. Also, I just ripped a 100 players pack and didn't get a single blue. I mean, that is just brutal right there, to be honest with you. But take a look right here at the leagues that we're getting, because on this Friday, of course, the 23rd of May, we're going to get La Liga. We're going to get Liga F, who's actually maybe going to have some pretty good cards in that as well, and then Liga Portugal as well. So we've got 3 decent leagues coming up this week. I think La Liga, of all of the individual leagues, this is the one that people have been most excited for. People were excited for Premier League, was kind of disappointing. Maybe La Liga will live up to the hype. But unfortunately, you don't have to wait just 1 week. I was hoping that we'd see Ultimate Team of the Season on the 30th of May. I went back to check what the schedule was. We're not getting that for another 2 weeks. It's not going to be till the 6th of June. But there is no other Team of the Season coming out on the 6th of June. So we're going to get Ultimate Tots. I'm not sure if they're going to have one full team of men and then one full team of women, or they're going to put them together. That's still unclear for Ultimate Team of the Season. However, what we do know is that those cards are going to be some of the better cards that we've seen during Tots. And when we have seen these upgrade SBCs during this Team of the Season, they haven't really risen the price of these Team of the Season cards very much. So you see some of these guys like Svarnos right here, 13,000 coins. I mean, that's really, really cheap. And we're actually about to get Division Rival rewards here in about an hour. It'll probably already be out by the time this video goes up. It takes a few minutes for me to actually, export and upload. But you'll start to see some of these cards probably creep under 12,000 coins. Even some of these 92 rated cards right here. You have Locatelli, who is only 13,250 coins. 92 rated Tots card. That is a card that has very little risk, and you might want to hold those cards for the Ultimate Team of the Season in June. But let's take a look at what this La Liga Team of the Season is actually going to look like, because we've got some leaks already out, and they're probably going to all come out here in the next few hours. So if you guys want to follow me at nitrofooty, I will retweet and quote tweet and share with you guys all of the leaked cards for La Liga over there on X or Twitter. So Anthony right here is going to be an SBC. These are the official stats. It's not a bad card with that 99 dribbling. He's got the rapid, he's got finesse shot plus, and he's got incisive pass. I honestly don't dislike this card. It's obviously not a game-breaking card, but definitely good. And of the SBCs we've seen during Team of the Season, this is definitely in the upper half. I like this SBC right there. Next, we're also going to get a Gyökeres for Liga Portugal. Obviously, he was going to be a big Team of the Season card, and I thought that they might even make him 97 rated. They did not. They only made him 96, but at least they gave him 4 playstyle plus, most of which are pretty good. Rapid, low driven, and finesse. He's also got the press proven. I don't know how good that is. I rarely ever use cards with that playstyle plus, so I can't really speak on it, but the card looks all right for 96 rated right there, but kind of on par with a lot of the other 96 and 97s we've seen during Team of the Season. But as we get to some of these predictions, like Yamal and Rafinha, people are really getting hyped up for La Liga Tots. It does definitely look like a better Team of the Season than all of the other leagues, because every single one of these cards, for the most part, are very good. You've got Rafinha, Mbappe, and Yamal up top, and I don't think that there's any debate about that. We're going to see all 3 of those in the Team of the Season. I'll show you Yamal's official card here in a second, but those cards are definitely going to get in. But on top of that, we're going to get a Valverde Team of the Season. We're going to get a Pedri Team of the Season, and maybe even get an Isco. Now, the defense might not be as popular. Hopefully, they boost cards like Koundé a little bit more, maybe Inigo Martinez a little bit more, and then Oblak, of course, he is always spectacular. Rudiger might get in. Lewandowski would be insane, and then a couple of other cards that don't really get me too excited right there. But overall, these predictions for Team of the Season are promising. And when we look at Yamal, who is confirmed into Team of the Season, and this is the official card according to FUT Agent, which has been pretty reliable with evolutions over the course of the last couple of months, now leaking the Team of the Season card. This is going to be the card, and I think Travella was obvious for him. He's going to have the quick step right there, the technical and the finesse shot plus. All of that makes perfect sense. That card looks disgusting. It's going to be, 7 million coins and beyond, in my opinion. That is a very expensive card, and a card that you would want to pack. A card that you would actually be excited about packing, because when we're opening packs right now for Team of the Season, even though there's a couple cards that are pretty decent, like Retegi, I do not know how to pronounce that. It's still not a card that you're going to be jumping out of your seat for or waking up your neighbors, So it's just not something that I'm really going to want to open my packs for, just to have a chance at packing a card that I'm not going to be all that excited about. Whereas for La Liga, if I were to get a card like Yamal or get a card like Mbappe, even if I were to get a card like Rafinha or Valverde, I would be very excited about that. Lewandowski might not be a bad one either. So that's the difference between La Liga and Serie A. So I don't see any reason to really open too many packs right now, other than some of these big packs that are going to give you a lot of fodder to help you open more fodder. So getting more upgrade packs done. That's why I opened this 100 players pack right here. It's because it gives you so much fodder in return that you can throw into crafting upgrades, that you can throw into 83 plus times 10s. We've got those new 85 plus times 5s, which I think are really good. We actually did get one Team of the Season, Centnor. Again, not something I'm too excited about, but at least we didn't have a dud where there were no Team of the Seasons in that pack. Let's go ahead and talk about what's going on in the game right now, fellas. What we're going to talk about first is a glitch. So if you guys haven't seen it yet, there's actually a glitch in Evolutions. I don't know how much you can call it a glitch, it's more like combining evolutions that EA Sports probably didn't anticipate would take them to the next level at this point in the game. But if you were to take a card like the Thierry Henry SBC, and let me go ahead and show you guys that card right now, the Thierry Henry Squad Building Challenge. It's not too expensive. You can get this done at any time. It's out until June. So you've got, it looks like another, 2 weeks at least to complete this 92 rated Thierry Henry for about 570,000 coins. But if you were to throw that into Unlock the Dribble, which is 125,000 coins to complete right here. 125K plus the fodder that it takes to get this Thierry Henry. What you can do is you can turn him into a 94 rated Thierry Henry. But here's the kicker, because if you take that Thierry Henry and you use another evolution that you get out of the season pass, it will take him to 95 rated. Let me go ahead and show you, because you do have to get pretty far into the season pass and you have to have the premium season pass. But once you get to level 36, I believe, it might be 34, but it's one of the two, 34 or 36. You're going to get something called Finesse Shot Plus. So it's 36 right there. So once you get this SBC or this objective done, the Finesse Shot Plus, you also apply that 94 rated Thierry Henry into this evolution. You're going to give him Finesse Shot Plus. You're also going to give him a 95 rated card. And that is definitely one of the best evolutions that we've seen this year. And even though it is a little bit expensive to get that Henry, hopefully you guys could probably do it for close to free with the fodder we've gotten from saving from Team of the Season and the packs that we still have saved. Maybe you rip some packs for La Liga, get some fodder for that, and throw it into Thierry Henry. We definitely have enough fodder to do so. It's not even going to show us all the packs here because we have hundreds left over after it cuts us off right here. So maybe I'll show you guys on the web app later. But with the fodder you get from opening packs in La Liga, get that Thierry Henry done. Go ahead and do that evolution combo and get yourself probably the best striker in the game. I've played a couple of matches today. Every single opponent has him. Every single one. I've played 4 games. I've played 4 95 rated Thierry Henrys. I'm not even joking. That card is everywhere, and it seems like if you don't have him, you're falling behind the power curve, because he's just got everything you need in a striker at this point in the game, guys. Let's talk a little bit more about the market now, because we're entering one of the biggest weeks of Team of the Season, which is La Liga. We talked about that already, and we've gone through all the cards we're expecting to see during this week. But what if you have some Team of the Seasons in your club, on your transfer list as investments right here, like Saka, who I have quite a few of, and this card I got between 36,000 coins all the way up to about 40k, and he hasn't really moved in price all too much ever since I bought him. Overall, he's about the same price, but as you can see right here, he's slightly going up now. 41,000 coins. Now, is that the profit I wanted to make on him? Not really. And I could have made more profit had I sold right here at 49,000 coins a couple days after he went out of packs the first time. But take a look at his graph, that every single Thursday, he gets pretty low on Wednesday, and then as Thursday goes on, he goes up a little bit in price. That seems to happen every week for Team of the Season cards that are out of packs. And Saka, who was about 41,000 coins last week around this time and shot up to about 46k, I'm expecting to happen again today. So I'm not going to sell yet. I'm going to wait till Rivals rewards come out, let things settle, and then maybe tomorrow night or tonight, Thursday night, I'll sell these Saka cards for a few thousand coins profit per card, get rid of them, because I'm anticipating that La Liga is going to bring a little bit of hype, a little bit of dropped prices. Now, we've already seen some dropping prices on strikers because of that Thierry Henry and the evolution glitch. We've seen a drop in prices on left backs and on center backs because of how many evolutions we've gotten for those. And sometimes the SBCs that we get, so we've got to keep an eye on cards like Antony. Right wings could go down because of that Antony SBC. And so I just don't want to risk it for a card like Saka. So keeping an eye on that, but really taking into account that always we're seeing a rise in price on Thursday, but we're also seeing a drop in price on Friday, because that's when the new Team of the Season drops every single week. So if you have any tradable cards that are Team of the Seasons that are out of packs, I think this is a good time to sell them, because I think that we're going to see a little bit of panic and a little bit of hype for La Liga Tots on Friday. The next thing I want to talk to you guys about is the market, which is going to give us some opportunities to make coins soon. We talked about investing in budget fodder, the Team of the Season cards that are 12k and going to be cheap tonight after Division Rival rewards, I think is great. But take a look at cards like Archie Gray. This card right here is 53,000 coins, and it's on the front page of Footbin. So I was looking at it, 33k all the way up to 64,000 coins. I thought that was a little bit suspicious. And what I found was this card is just going up because people have been buying it over the hype that Tottenham won Europa League yesterday. And we take a look at this card right here, Heung-min Son. This card is 700,000 coins right now. He was only 640K just a few days ago, or a few hours ago, I guess you could say. This was just yesterday. That card went from 650K and it spiked to over 1 million coins. Just over the hype. Now, back in FIFA 14, which I don't even think I can scroll down on Footbin. I can't even find his card. You know what? Let's Google it real quick. All right. Goetze. Let's see. Goetze FIFA 14 card. So, Mario Goetze, this FIFA 14 card right here is 85 rated. And I don't know if you guys remember back in 2014 when Germany played in the final of the World Cup against Argentina, but this man came off the bench and scored the game-winning goal in the, I think, 113th minute. And immediately after that happened, what I did was I went out and I bought a modest 10 Mario Götze cards. I bought 10 of them, and I got them for about 4,000 to 5,000 coins a card. That card then shot up to 100,000 coins. I made about 1 million coins profit in about 20 minutes on this card. And the reason I bring that up from a trade that I did over a decade ago now, that's given me a bit of a midlife crisis, but I digress. Over a decade ago, I made that trade on FIFA 14. I made so many coins. People are still doing the same thing. This card is not dynamic. Or at least you can't get upgrades anymore on it, is what I should say. As you can see, this is not a domestic cup. This is not a domestic league. All of the upgrades for this fantasy card are done. So people are still buying this card as if it's dynamic, or they're just buying it into the hype of them winning the league, or Europa League, excuse me. 640,000 coins to 1.1 million. And that probably went higher. I wasn't checking his price, but it probably went even higher than that. So we're looking at all of these really big matches, like the Europa League final, like the Champions League final, and once we get into the summer, probably the Club World Cup final, and we take a look at some cards that could potentially go up in price just due to the fact that people are dumb and will buy that card in the hype. Maybe we look at cards like Dembele or cards like Rafinha. Those cards, not Rafinha, but they lost to Inter Milan, but maybe an Inter Milan card or something along those lines that are dynamic, but people don't know that they're not going to get any more upgrades. Or maybe we just buy the Globetrotters for 500,000 coins and see it go to 800K for absolutely no reason if PSG end up winning the Champions League. That is something that we have to consider. And there's definitely going to be some more cards that I'm going to research this week, but people are getting so hyped up over really something that's not going to affect the actual performance of the card in the game. Now, Odebert, on the other hand, this is a card that will get upgraded because this is a road to the final card. So that's an outlier. That card, even though it's not on the market, that will get upgraded. The other cards we're seeing are not going to get upgraded. Obviously, Mainoo is not going to get upgraded because they lost. So that's something to consider right now, guys, with the upcoming Champions League game next week, guys. All right, so one last thing I want to talk about, and the reason I save this for the end of the video is because I want to kind of tell you guys that make it to the end of my videos right now first. Let's switch to Facecam. Let's talk face-to-face here. You're one of the very few people who have made it to the end of today's video, okay? You might be one of, I swear, 10 people that have made it to the end of today's video. So I want to let you guys know first, because you might have noticed a lack of uploads over the course of the last couple of weeks. I have been busy. I have been stressed. I have been going through it. But what I do want to announce to you guys first, before Twitter, before I announce it at the beginning of one of my YouTube videos, I quit my coaching job, which has been taking up all of my time, to focus on YouTube full time. Now, are my numbers right now ready to be going full-time YouTube? Absolutely not. I'm barely making anything on YouTube right now. But I know how to do it, and I know that this is what I want to do. And it's not even really the gaming channel. It's my other channels as well, Nitro Football, Nitro Gaming, but also the gaming channel. I'm going all in, and it starts this summer, and it's going to carry into the fall for the first time since I've started YouTube. Literally, Because, yeah, I started YouTube in middle school. I was still a student, right? I was still going to middle school and high school and college. And, of course, I've had jobs throughout college. And then after college, I've had jobs. I've never, ever, ever been a full-time YouTuber until starting next week. On June 1st, officially, I become a full-time YouTuber for the first time since I started, literally over 15 years ago on this website. We're going to send it. We're going to give it everything. And if it doesn't work out, at least I can die without regret, saying I gave it a fair shot. So thank you guys for watching to the end of today's video. Make sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.